how good would this be if Jason came out right
That's what I was saying.
Oh my god.
If he just like stood in the back.
Nerdgasm. Everyone would be sticky and wet.
Oh, there he is over there in the corner.
Oh my god, look, he's coming, he's coming. They don't even know. Shh. They don't know.
I think martial arts is captivating. No matter who you are, where you're from, real martial arts. I mean, real martial arts, katas and forms, it's just captivating. So I was captivated and I was like, man, I really want to train. So I started training, and I trained with a school named Red Dragon Karate. My instructor's name was Chris Casamassa. He actually played the original Scorpion on the Mortal Kombat movie. Yeah. So we did the beatdown. Trying to see power beatdown, White Ranger versus Scorpion. I was like, no, that's my instructor. You're not supposed to fight your instructor. So, you know, just growing up and people ask me, you know, why I wanted to be an actor and stuff like that. It was just in me. There was, you know, I mean, you know, God put that in me to be an actor. It wasn't like I didn't really have the choice, you know. And when I started I started training. I was a black belt at the age of 12. Owned my first karate school at 18, owned another karate school at 19, sold my comic book collection to get that school, which stinks because I only paid 60 cents a comic book and now they're worth thousands of dollars. But we got to sacrifice sometimes. So I got a school and then went to an agency. Long story short, they said, we really want to represent you, and I had long hair. I had a ponytail before I started Power Rangers. I had long hair. So I went into the agency and the agency said, you'll never get a role like that. You need to cut your hair. And I was like, oh God, I really don't want to cut my hair. You know? And so I cut it and I went back and I said, hey, it's Jason, you know? And he's like, oh, cool. We don't have time to represent you. And I was so persistent at the time, really persistent. I said, I cut my hair and I'm not leaving without something. And he kept me on the phone, and then finally I said, seriously, man, I cut my hair, it's a big thing. Like, I kind of feel naked in here, you know what I mean? Like, I feel weird. And then he gave me a script called Phantoms. And he said, here, we'll call it even. This looks right up your alley. And that Phantoms turned out to be Power Rangers, and then I was hired as Tommy the Green Ranger. Woo! And of course, that agency kept crawling back to me going, we're your agent now, and we want to sue you. So anyway, long story. But I won. And became the Green Ranger for 10 episodes. I wasn't worried about being on the show any longer than that because I wanted to do the best I could. And here we are, so many episodes later, and leaving the legacy behind. 25 years later, I've signed more things for little kids this year. I think because the Power Ranger movie came out. I'm used to the little kids growing up to be you guys now. So now we got the little kids that have the parents and the parents that know me. So it's like 3 levels. Oh my gosh, crazy.
Yeah, it's just, Daddy used to watch him when I was your age.
And then the mom says, oh, he used to watch you. Like, Mom, you know. And some of the people come up and they're like, hey, say hi to Tommy, say hi. And the kid's like, oh, I think the parents are more of a fan than the kids, you know? This kid's like, where's Tommy? He's all tatted up, you know, so some of the parents try to be cool, and some, I started this doing the Comic-Cons because I love it. And then I was talking to the promoter here. I was doing Comic-Cons way before. You can either get something to the table or I want everyone to be happy. I don't take money. I don't take appearance fees for these shows. That's why my fan base is huge, because I do it for passion. And I'm really passionate about it. And one of the reasons I did it is because I like to see you guys turn to 8 again. I think it's funny, like, what's up? Oh my God, dude, we call it the wow factor. When we teach in karate, I tell my instructors, I want the parents to come back the next day and go, wow, my kid listened. Wow, my kid cleaned my room. It's called the wow factor. So over years of just doing Comic-Cons and Dino Thunder, not really able to get any interviews. It was at that point where it was like, oh, Power Rangers, Rangers, and now things are, blown up. I've been there from the beginning, and it's just interesting, and it's great to see this wow factor. 6-7 years ago, be like, oh, hey, Green Ranger, man, that's what's up. And 5 years ago, oh wow. Now it's like, whoa, dude, that's super crazy, dude. And I try to calm everyone down because I try to take time with everyone at these shows. I'm not the guy that just rush through and spit them through. I really want to take time with y'all,
Well, you're in that great nostalgia zone where we watched you as kids,
yeah.
And then when they got older, like, oh yeah, I watched as a kid. Everyone must be too cool for school, but now maturity is suddenly loving everything that you love in business.
Exactly right. Yeah. Exactly right, and it's funny because when the kids grew up and watched Power Rangers, they loved it. Then there was a certain age, and we talked about this here. There was a certain age where it was just kind of like, I don't really watch Power Rangers, but they got the toys in the back pocket. They're running home, making sure their friends aren't around, and they watch the Power Rangers and then turn it off. It was too cool at that point.
When I was 14, I kept my G.I. Joe collection in my closet.
Yep,
literally.
Yep. I know that. I used to love the G.I. Joe toys, man. The thing is, I used to love comic books. I still do. And I learned to protect myself and defend the Marvel Universe at the age of probably 11 when someone teased me to wear a Wolverine shirt. So I was too old to wear a Wolverine shirt, and stuff starts getting in your head, and you start, wondering, and start kind of hiding, and I'm like, I ain't not hiding. Next person to come up and tell me about my Wolverine shirt, I'm gonna get kicked upside the head. Wolverine, man, it's my Wolverine. But I did the same thing.
Not to the creative choices, but when Iron Fist was on the horizon for Netflix, you were the first name I thought of.
Yeah, well, thank you, man. Thank you. Thank you.
Unlike the guy that got doing now, like you do martial arts.
Yeah, I do. And that's why the new character Bloodshot I'm playing in the Valiant universe with Mike Rowe, Derek Dealer, who's played Exo Man more. I'm not too familiar with Valiant universe. I used to collect a lot of comics. I was hardcore to collect the Marvel comics. The only reason DC fans is because Marvel held the value a lot more at that time for comic books. So I was a businessman, being very young, going, I'm going to take this book, and I'm not going to put that in the sleeve, and I'm not going to read it, and I'm going to read another one. No, in fact, I'm going to have my friend buy one, and then I'm going to read my friends, and I'm going to see. So I would read them.
Bloodshot's an amazing character.
Bloodshot is great.
So glad you got that.
Yeah.
Exo Man of War is fantastic. It's basically Conan and Iron Man.
Yep, that's right. And we do have a Bloodshot clip. You guys want to show that?
No.
Okay, good. Yeah, it's just a behind-the-scenes clip of Bloodshot. When Bloodshot came around, the Valiant universe was created in the 92s. I know we some hardcore Valiant fans that I've run into, very, very limited when we're getting the name out there more.
Jim Shooter himself,
Jim Shooter,
he's downstairs and he's doing panels.
Oh, he is downstairs.
Yeah, he's downstairs.
I got to meet him. Yeah, because Jim started Valiant when he left Marvel and started this really cool Valiant universe. And then Dinesh and some of the fans bought that back because they were big fans of Bloodshot, so now they own Valiant universe and keeping the characters alive and all that stuff. But I do got to meet Jim, so I just don't know. I got to Google him to see what he looks like. I don't want to meet the wrong guy. You know what I mean?
He is 9 feet tall.
Okay.
Literally, I'll take that seriously.
Okay. Perfect.
All right.
Like, hi sir, nice to meet you. You guys are so growing up now. When you come meet me, like. Yo, I used to watch you as a kid. That's cool. What I'm doing is squeezing my hand, almost killing my hand. I'm like, hey man, I'm 44, man. Easy on my hand. It's anyway. All right,
right. Well, let's open up some questions.
Sure, man.
All right, folks. Like I said, I will run over the basic rules with you. You have one question. Okay, come out and state your question.
Keep it on them right now.
Tell us about how awesome he is and how much you love. Okay, everybody, 1, 2, 3, say we love you.
We love you.
Thank you.
All right, and again, do not plug yourself out. Do not ask for personal endorsement. Do not ask them to sing happy birthday or shout out to your homepage and all that fun stuff.
You guys are very clever. You got that rule. Last show, it's like, hey, how you doing? Do a shout out. Hey, I love a little kid when he comes up here and he just does what I do. Just takes a selfie. Thanks. We want to make sure we get through all the questions, so we don't want people to stand in line if they, I'll try to talk.
We'll try to go again. We got, Mike, go.
Hey, my name is Jesse. Anytime that someone plays a particularly iconic role, sometimes it can be difficult for your fans to suspend their perception of you in that role in anything you do. And some actors really struggle with this or go through phases where they kind of reject their past characters and then later embrace them. Did you ever go through kind of a time where you sort of reject them?
Never. The only reason people want to embrace them is because they want to make money. This is my point. I've embraced Power Rangers from day number one, and I've always been proud. And people used to come up and say, hey, do you ever regret being a Power Ranger? And I said, regret? I'm a superhero. I'm right up there with Spider-Man. I'm right up there with when the ratings dropped so bad on Dino Thunder, I went back and picked the ratings up to try. Ratings continued to drop, Saban bought it back. So I've been consistent through the whole brand, and you know things aren't over with. There's a whole new world of Power Rangers out there, and so I've always been consistent. It's funny because I used to do Comic Cons, 10, 20 people, and I treated the same like it was a full room because I knew the vision of being passionate and you know installing in people's mental bank account. Forget money, mental bank account where you can have friends that take a withdrawal. If you don't deposit in your emotional bank account, then what's the point of withdrawing? Your check's gonna bounce. So from day one, years ago, I've always embraced it. And sure, everybody wants to do it now, but I was the first one out there. Me and Johnny Bosch, you know what I mean? So,
Hi, Jeffrey, I'm Shake, I'm sorry.
hey, I'm the White Ranger though.
Okay, can you sing me happy birthday? No, I'm just kidding.
No! And then you miss, and then I say, happy birthday.
The question I wanted, okay, I guess I mentioned a lot. So,
I like that.
one question is, when you were on the Rangers, how did you go ahead and like make your manhood not show without the
Standard football, just a standard football without the cup thing. Spandex. Hey, I was cold! Oh, I was in the pool!
As a cosplayer, and in general for all cosplayers, it's called a dance belt.
Yes,
So leave it at
dance
that.
belt.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Nice to meet you.
Wait a minute.
Wait, here, eat this.
Hello, Mr. Frank. My name is Trevor Salenko. My favorite version of you is in Dino Thunder.
Thank you. It's crazy, Dino Thunder has got that, so many years it's starting to come around. I like it. I was
My question takes you all the way back to the original Power Rangers when you were the White Ranger. What were your thoughts when you were told that the White Ranger was going to be the new leader of the team?
I was the green and I left to do this show, Cybertron, which was VR Troopers, so I sold the pilot pretty much all around the world based off the popularity of the Green Ranger. And then when they wanted me to come back, it was perfect. All I needed was the Eminem song. Guess who's back? Back again. Tommy's back. Tell your friend. It was good to be back. You know, spandex feels like spandex, but I had an upgraded shield. Thank you.
Hi.
Hi.
My name's Alyssa. I've been watching y'all for like ever.
Shh, don't say that too loud. Forever.
Only 24.
Well, now you put an age on me. Thanks. You put a date on me. That's what I'm trying to protect.
This is about for Mighty Morphin. When you had to switch between doing from green, when Rhea had you as green, and then going into fighting against the other Rangers, how did that, like, how was your mindset, I should say?
Oh, when I was the Evil Ranger?
Yeah.
Just evil thoughts, man. Right? Evil thoughts. I was thinking nobody better mess with my woman, Kimberly. And then years later, she wrote me a letter.
Right? Oh, man.
Tommy had stalking charges that you guys don't know about.
Let's all get back together.
Thank you.
Not really the charges.
Hey Jason, Brandon, nice to meet you, man.
How you doing, bud?
Big fan of my question is, how was it like when the episode Scarecrow, when you had to be white versus green? How cool was that?
It was good. It was really cool, except it was the double work.
Oh, right.
So I was like, everyone's like going home. I'm like, I'm going home. I'm like, no, you're not. Man, you're this evil guy. You're not this evil guy. So
Just keep it on foot in his
Had a
neighborhood.
lot.
Golly.
Nice to meet you. Some people come up and say, do you prefer the green or the
Keep
or
it
white?
on Jason
And I say
Davis.
green, they're like, oh, and I'm like, but I'm both of them. It doesn't really matter.
Instead of giving
Some
her
people
ones and
come up and
reds.
like, hey, I'm really sorry, man. I really like the green better than white. I win. Who cares? Hey.
Michael, man. See
Hi,
that
everyone. I'm
message.
Josh. Middle name is David. Convenient.
Josh David, I like it.
Yes.
So my question is, I'm 32. I've been a lifelong fan. You've played 5 Power Rangers, you know, from green all the way to red turbo. Or, I'm sorry, black Battle Thunder. What's your favorite incarnation? What was your favorite suit to wear? What do you think you look best in? You know.
Green.
You should ask the ladies that.
I'm glad to fit in spandex for the whole entire time. I'm still spandex ready, so that's good. But you know, I mean, I like going back as Dr. Oliver, just because you know the favorite color was black, and so my whole wardrobe was black. And then I was a doctor, and some kids would come up and recognize me, like Dr. O. My parents have no clue what the kid's talking about. Like, yeah, they're like thinking he's a doctor. It's like, I just played it on TV, but you know, the green sticks out the most, and the black, because you know, I was the Black Ranger, and you know, once I was the Black Ranger, I was never going to go back. You know what I mean? I went back and I was the Black Ranger. I was like, hey man, I'm never going back. This is it. Boom. And then I went back.
Awesome sauce. CH Fruit, thanks.
Okay, buddy, thank you.
Oh, shit.
Hey, I'm Frankie.
What's up, Frankie?
Yeah, I would like to know what is your
Josh,
favorite.
David, Frankie.
Yeah.
JDF. JDF. What in the world? All right.
You spent weeks planning this.
Yeah.
What was your favorite episode you ever did?
Probably Fighting Spirit from the Dino Thunder. And I like Forever Red too. I think Forever Red was
Yeah,
fun.
I like Forever
Okay,
Red.
thank you.
Thank you.
How you doing, Mr. Frank? My name's Todd.
Hey, what's up, Tom?
My question is, between back in my home, between Green and the White Ranger, which was your favorite to play? Like, which one did you enjoy the most?
The green, because it was a little evil in the beginning. It was the first suit. You know, no one believed in the show. Like, nobody. It was just to the point where I did. All those pictures you see online are my pictures. All those videos you see are my videos. I went back and brought my own camera for Super Mega Force. I was the only one. I was captivated by the suit. I'd lay it out, take pictures, and, you know, look at the helmet. Then I was worried that I couldn't talk because the mouth didn't move. And I was like, man, maybe I'm not going to have lines in this, you know? Like, I need to talk. Even if they can't hear me, I still talk to someone like this. And they're like, shut up. I'm like, okay, cool. But Red Bull wasn't around back then, but the green, you know, the green just for now. And then when I was the White Ranger, that really felt good, you know. The shield, I know this sounds bad, but the shields are rounded. And I like the green shields, especially the American version, the floppy ones, because I could just mess around and like poke people in the eyes and be like, what's up? And then they were like, ah. So once I got the white shield, it didn't work that way, you know. It just didn't poke people. It was fun. I was a great
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hey, I'm Ryan. I'm just wondering, out of all the seasons that you were involved in, was there any one that was like more distinct than the others?
Probably the first season of Mighty Morphin, because you know I did my own stuff in the helmets, and you know as the Green Ranger when I fought Austin in the Dark Dimension, I had to wear the Green Ranger helmet. It was great, but the first season was probably the more strenuous because we didn't have the stunt, but we did our own stuff.
got it.
Now with Power Rangers, they don't even do fight scenes because you know it's not necessary now. Like on the Ninja Steel, all that stuff, they don't do a lot of fight scenes. So definitely season 1, they pushed us, you know, which is fine. I was always happy to do that. It was easy. I mean, fake fighting was a lot easier than real fighting. I just had to learn. I was really kicking the putties, and everyone was like, "Oh, hey man, can you tone back a little bit?" And I was like, "Okay." I forgot it's Hollywood, so I had to learn Hollywood Kung Fu. Yes, exactly.
How you doing, Mr. Frank? My name is Walter.
Hey, Walter.
Appreciate you coming back for the legendary battle, man. That was awesome.
Yeah, man. I wish it had a little bit more action in it, you know, but it was okay. I think the superpower beatdown really worked out.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. My question is, out of all the Power Rangers seasons that have been so far, other than the ones that you were in, what's your favorite?
Oh man, I think Jason Font's season was really good. Well acted.
Time Force.
Yeah, Time Force.
Time Force.
You know, I didn't really get a chance to watch a lot of the Power Ranger stuff. I mean, I didn't get a chance to watch my stuff, and it's sad. Jenny, when she grew up, she's like, "Look, Daddy, that's Power Rangers in a different season." I'd be like, "No, baby, that's not Power Rangers." She's like, "It's not." I'm like, "No, Power Rangers was season 1, 2, 3." Now that I've been doing conventions, I probably know a lot more than everything. But I watched Fox season because I've worked a lot with them, and I think it's really good acting stuff and good storylines and stuff. You know.
Thanks, sir. Appreciate it.
Don't get nervous out of my phone just because the question's written down.
No worries, Wes.
My name is John. I've been watching since I was a kid, so my question is, we know when Tom became the White Ranger, he became the de facto leader of the Rangers. But was there a point where you as an actor felt as if there was a real world responsibility to lead and mentor new Rangers? If so, when and what triggered that feeling?
Man, I tell you what, I was so happy being Tommy on my own. You know, I didn't push myself to be a leader. That spot just opened, you know what I mean? I didn't want to be responsible in case something happened to all the Rangers. It's always the leader's fault, you know? Tommy was just cool. He can hang out and do what he wants. They call for help. I help out a little bit. I go do my thing. So I think when I was the Zeo Red, I lost my shield and it felt weird not having a shield. But he still had a star in his helmet, so he was still a star. But I think just being Tommy going into the leader role was kind of like weird a little bit. You know, it was more responsibility. I knew we would never die. Just multiply. No, the writers, they're not going to have nothing help with us. You know, so I just think being Tommy and being a leader thing was like, it was all right. It was cool. I'm glad I was, but it was stress.
Hi, Mr. Frank. My name is Ray. Big fan of your work on Mighty Morphin Power Rangers.
Thank God you're back, bro.
Especially the earlier seasons, like when you were the Green and the White Ranger, Tommy Oliver. Enjoyed your time in the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers movie back in the early 90s. Watched that so many times when I was a kid. My question is regarding your view on the recent Power Rangers movie that came out back in March, because that, of course, was a big deal, kind of rebooting the whole series, from the beginning, kind of bringing a new, generation of kids. And I kind of want to know, what your view or take is on this movie, considering you're not in it. And if you did want to have the character of Tommy Oliver back in, the new, series, what kind of input would you like to have on that movie?
Well, I thought they did. Honestly, I thought they did a good job on rebooting it, because everyone's going to pick it apart. It's not easy to reboot something. Instantly, we're looking for something. Everything we're looking to pick apart. I thought the characters did a good job. You know, there was some talk about the other Rangers, how they felt about it, and I felt great about it. I did do my cameo, I did too, so that's fine.
Talking to somebody.
You know, and
I'm going live on Twitter, and
everybody's
writing on it.
and that's just a movie outlet, you know. So I was happy with them because not a lot of people really complained about it. You know, it's more like, yeah, it was great. You know, I enjoyed the movie. The toys were #1 in the whole entire world. The Power Ranger toys. It did great in the box office, and I enjoyed it. I thought. You know, Billy stole the movie there. I think RJ did a great job. Funny, man, funny. So, I mean, he would probably be my ultimate favorite in that movie, just because he's super funny. So, but I thought they did fine. You know what I mean? It's 2017. You can't do cheese forever.
One thing we know about franchise entertainment, especially Power Rangers, is that the door is never fully closed.
Yes, that's right.
Never fully closed.
Yeah.